All right, welcome back, everybody. This is show 2 on our little Sunday damage control conversation. And sorry, I'm just fixing my audio. It's like I had to throw that music in loud just to kind of restart things here. All right, but yeah, here we are. This is gonna be all specific focus about the Old Man Logan trials. Information that leaked out here. I think did it come out on Friday, guys? Was it like right before the blog, or maybe on Thursday?
No, it was Thursday. So it was right as Kyle ended.
Okay, and you know
I made a comment. It's like, way to make a an announcement that's gonna annoy me when I'm already annoyed.
oh damn it, though.
She didn't know she was doing
Got double pissed this week.
That was double pissed. Yeah, I'm just like pausing because there's that aspect of it, and then the other aspect, at least for me, it's kind of somewhat on the flip side of. Well, I guess it is a drastic flip side because I wasn't salty about the news, but it was just more like how things change day by day. You know, like literally, like I had time of like getting off that high of killing. I was excited from completing that. Got these characters. Now I'm wondering where my focus is going to be. And then bam, this news drops. Like, this is where your focus is. So, yeah, let's just go into it. And we'll go into it first and we'll kind of talk about our preparations after. But the news is out here. I'm not going to read it word for word. I mean, this has all been out there within the past few days. We know what's out there. What we're doing here is just understanding that, as a recap, Logan is the new legendary character coming out. The unlock is going to be part of a Scourge event. And where things mix as far as emotions is that to how high you're going to get him unlocked. So here's all his kit-based information here. This is what's going on the trials. So here's what they talk about. The first legendary event in 2024. Excited to show you that they're modifying the trials. And we will break them down on some of these big changes. Be aware that we are seeking to accomplish the following with these changes. Boom. 1. Players will be able to unlock Old Man Logan at 4 yellow stars by collecting their input teams and completing difficulty 8. Difficulty 8 will not have yellow star requirements. So right off the bat, in my opinion, and how I'm reading it, is that those that have those input teams available with certain requirements, they're not going to have yellow star requirements, but you're going to have some required traits, but you will be able to unlock them at difficulty 8. So you're going to get access to an Old Man Logan right away. 2, we have added 5 new difficulties for a total of 15. These new difficulties will reward players who upgrade their input teams to 5 yellow and more. And then the third part of it, see, that's where things changes, right? Like how high of a star level do you want to unlock them at based upon the upgrades of your teams at 5 yellow and more. And the third part is just talking about like the overall leaderboard score minimum. Hold on, what are my dogs doing? Sorry. All right. We've also heard your feedback loud and clear on the leaderboard minimum score, and this trial will feature the minimum score of 100,000 points to qualify. So again, that was just some saltiness that happened, that they had this high minimum score, I guess it was. So now they kind of lowered it so you can be partaking in the leaderboard and getting some extra bonus stuff. So let's they dive into it here, talking about the upgrade tokens. Honestly, I don't understand the upgrade tokens. I didn't dive deep. Dell, do you understand what this upgrade tokens is all about, or what that feature is? Maybe. Or you, Darth, do you understand?
It looks like it's just a way that's not going to cost gold to get a star level on your character.
Okay.
Instead of them giving you shards and having to pay the, respective amount of gold to unlock that character, you're going to get a token that just instantly unlock or upgrades that character 1 star level.
Okay, so they'll probably have it like, I bet you it will be part of the rewards, right? On difficulty 8, like when you get to that milestone, there'll be a token, maybe.
Probably there will be a token for or it will be your 4th token, or I don't know how it would work. I don't know if you would need 1 for each star till the unlock or what. It's going to be weird because it sounds like they're not going to be Old Man Logan shards.
Okay. Got it. So here it is. I mean, it probably is. This is like a run score of 900. I'll just go down, right? A run score of 930,000 will earn a 4-star Old Man Logan token. Boom. The score will be achieved by completing difficulty 8. All right. And then the first run leaderboards, they're going to have that. You're going to need a run score of 100K to qualify, climb the ranks. Don't miss out on the top rewards of 7 and 6 yellow star Old Man Logan. upgrade tokens. So there'll be the other tokens there to get you to 6 and 7. Uh, Old
There's
man,
a big deal.
yeah, old
Logan
man,
Red Stars
red
3 to
stars,
7.
3 to 7, crimson gear and teal gear. The run scores: clear all 10 nodes to earn the most points possible. You have unlimited run attempts. And this is kind of where I get the burn a little bit, which is kind of funny to say, like, why does that differ? I mean, it shouldn't, but I feel like I don't feel as burnout with killing as I do with this one.
Hmm.
And you know what? Okay, I know why. I just answered it in my mind. I think the difference is that I'm battling against myself in kill. Like, that's one leaderboard. I'm not going
Mm-hmm.
against the thousands of masses where I got to redo it again and try to do something higher because the leaderboard keeps changing. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Difficulties packs require teams. Yeah, let's. I mean, they're gonna talk about all of that. I mean, I'm looking for the shorter version, which is gonna be on
Right there.
Symbol. Yeah, right there at the
You want
bottom.
that picture right there? Yep, that's the shortest version of everything.
Yeah,
Well,
so it's
it's got pretty good news on it. Like, it's difficulty 10. If you don't have 5 stars, you'll get to play difficulty 10.
yeah. There it
That's
is.
better than them capping it at 8 and being like, you can unlock him with no stars, but the next one up, you have to have 5 yellow stars on all these characters.
Yeah, and it feels like that would help you on the leaderboard side of things, right? Maybe there's some extra
Right.
shards or something like that. So who knows? We don't have access to that payout, but that's what it feels like.
But
But
like
yeah,
personally, I'll get to do difficulty 12 because I have 5 stars on my characters. Just barely, but I have it. And you probably do too, Mookie. So you'll probably do difficulty 12 as well.
I do. I haven't created a nice little. Oops, that's not the right page. Sorry, I had an image up. Here it is. I don't have a nice little pretty setup like you do yet, but believe it that it's kind of the same as far as the star levels. Yeah, I do have the 12. I mean the 5 to get into the next difficulty, up to 12. Do you have Darth, like, on your side as you're looking at this? Does this kind of make you kind of itch a little bit as far as trying to get into the
No.
next level? Are you happy?
No,
Okay.
nope. It is what it is. I already bought those characters. I'm not going to buy them twice.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with it. Like, that's the shards will come. All legendary events, eventually the shards come, and eventually you can do the last one. I'll get probably a 5-star. I'm thinking I'll get a 5-star Old Man Logan out of this first one, which will be a step back for me because on every other legendary event since they started running Scourges or Trials, I've unlocked with 6 stars, or I've gotten 6 stars total after the first run. So we'll see how that compares at this point.
Yeah. So you're gonna have a star drop off. Yeah, that's what I was
It may
wondering
be.
if they're gonna make the bait and switch as far as, like, baiting you into trying to get more and higher and stuff like that. I know I'm not
Not me.
testing those waters. I mean, it's twofolds because, again, going to the leaderboard, I ain't do that. And, like, who knows how that leaderboard thing is gonna be, right? And I'm not in that level from past milestone events that contain that type of leaderboard, payout leaderboard. It's just it's scary. So I'm not jumping into it. So I'm comfortable where I'm at. But Dale, I don't know if you're there, if you're having IT issues. I need your opinion, buddy, because you played it
Here.
everything different here, in regards to, like, unlocking the characters. So that's kind of where you're at as far as some restrictions going your way because of the star levels. I mean, are you knowing that you technically, on theory, on paper here, that you should still be able to unlock him? I mean, does that make you okay with the changes, or how are you feeling about the changes?
I'll answer that right away. No, this is garbage.
Yeah.
This is the worst announcement they've made in a very, very long time. It is incredibly unfriendly. I mean, yes, it's better than the legendaries originally were, but this is going back to, especially, I mean, I'm not upset about the Cabal thing. A lot of people are very upset about the Cabal thing because they announced it was to be part of this legendary, and then oh no, it's not part of this legendary. It may be part of another legendary. But they'll give you offers, and it's not fun. It's like, it's extremely gated. And the thing I'm most upset about is Black Knight. That is a character you can only get from the super high premium orb drop. There's no other way to farm him. So you want to get a 7-star Oh man, Logan, it's going to take you a very long time if you're not buying offers.
Because where is your Black Knight at then?
I am 15 away from 6 stars. Because I cored him hard, and I got fairly lucky. All my other, besides Cap and the 2 captains, they're at 4 stars. Because I didn't buy offers, and both of them seem incredibly lackluster characters.
Hmm.
And for Kyle, I opened all my premium orb and all my mega orbs. So I don't have any SS shards coming besides from the Ultimate Store. So that's the one thing I am doing. Every time they show up in the Ultimate Store, I'm buying their shards. And maybe I'll be able to get a 5-star, maybe.
Because that was my next question. That is your target as far as, because again, we don't know the exact milestone, but it feels right. Like if you got a 5-star, team out there for out of time, that you would be, or Cabal.
The way they're talking about this is right around the corner, which means more than likely both of these teams won't be farmable by then. And unless they get really friendly with that pocket dimension, with shards, I don't see getting a 6-star anywhere near possible for me.
Let's jump ahead a little bit on that then. Yeah, because it's a good point that you're bringing up, because that's my question, is the timeline. My
3 weeks.
3 weeks is when that's going to come out. Okay,
Starts in 3 weeks from the date of announcement or something like that.
Because they have a specific paragraph right here. It talks about trial prep. So be on the lookout for the upcoming Red in the Tooth and Claw event, which contains an orb that will reward out of time and Cabal character shards. So when I'm looking at this part, I'm thinking, okay, that's going to be where you would find the rewards and not necessarily here. I mean, that's just me.
Except you're probably going to have 5 characters in there that are old characters that you don't need shards for.
They're going to mix it up.
I guarantee you they're going to put Emma and Loki in there.
Emma, Loki, and the 2 captains, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Namor.
And are they going to have higher
and Namor,
drop
yeah, I forgot about Namor, yeah.
and higher drop rates? Shit.
They won't say that, but that's what it's going to feel like.
Yeah.
Either that or you'll get your guaranteed 1 shard.
Yeah. On the side, right? The 1. Well, we'll see. But the pocket dimension, that's something different. I feel, well, let's see. I'll read it. So keep an eye out on the epic campaigns because the next pocket dimension is bursting into existence. So my question is, pocket dimension should be running before the trials?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it says. It says power up this team of evil geniuses to ensure you double dip on rewards. First with the temporal dimension, and then with the Old Man Logan trials.
There we go.
So yes, I would say that this pocket dimension is going to be in the next week or 2.
Okay.
It wasn't on this blog, so it's definitely not this coming week. So it's probably the next week.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. So that's kind of where we double dip. It says, yeah, just like Juicy's jumping in there. We saw it's probably the week before the trial. And y'all said 3 weeks away, so not this week. Second week coming would be this pocket dimension. Third week should be the trials. Okay, cool. Because that's what I wanted to know, the timeline. And I'm bringing that up specifically as I'd updated because, again, that kind of goes into back of preparations, right? And our buddy over here, Darth, jumped into it. He started preparing. Hell, he took it to the next level. And I don't know if it's on this blog. Well, yeah, it is. So I'm always going to have to kind of be going back a little bit into this specific screen here to kind of understand what Darth did. So when you go into the missions, they have it all outlined here. It's really when you start jumping into the unlock area, this yellow section, that's kind of, where the focus is going to be on the minimum side. We'll start off with understanding that mission 2 is your out of time, and then mission 10 is out of time as well. So they're going to be the main focus. Cabal is the secondary main focus team as their mission 6, and it looks like they jump into mission 10 as well. But there's no restrictions on the first one. Again, there's out of time. Now, Cosmic Bio, that's what I want to jump into. So you help me look at your little roster here. How do you have it set up? Is it in order? Is this the Cosmic
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there it is,
yeah,
right?
that's my Cosmic Bio team.
So this is
Let's
kind of
see.
what you're jumping in with. I'm going into my roster. I'm going to kind of filter as we're looking at yours. But kind of,
That's interesting.
yeah, tell
I
me
really
your
haven't looked at
planning.
it.
Cosmic.
They're
I
using
just
Korg is interesting.
it's just three nowhere teams plus Scroll. I assume Scroll's going to walk over most of it. And those were just all really built tunes that I had. I could put more into the rest of nowhere, but I don't know that I'll have to.
Right? Yeah, so I figured,
A lot
yeah.
of people, a lot of people are just saying, I forgot her name.
Photon's on that list too.
Photon. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could take her out for either one of those.
Here's the actual list on the full list, if you want to call it. I got it filtered now. But yeah, I don't have that many. I mean, look, and there's my tail, and then it drops off to the gold area. So I'll probably end up mirroring exactly what Darth is doing. But there is Photon as another option. Then we go down into the next section. I'll look at this section without bringing up the screen. But the next section is going to be your mission
Skill
4.
hero?
Yeah, skill hero. And what do you got there?
I guess who wouldn't have Spider Society there if we just unlocked, if we just did kill and we just brought up those 3 newest characters and matched them with the other ones and we're digging into that part of raids? Why not? It's probably made for them. It's probably the 3rd required team that they just didn't say is a required team.
Yeah.
Because go look at your hero skill roster. I don't know that there's so much extra on it. Because you're going to use Black Knight and you're out of time. So you do have Kestrel there and Nick Fury. You could maybe run some old stuff. Mockingbird for some healing. I mean, there's possibilities of other stuff. But most likely, you're going to smash your head into a wall if you use that team. If you use Spider Society, you're going to have an easier time.
Yeah.
It'll probably feel a lot like Kiln if you had Penny Parker or you didn't and you were attempting those nodes.
Yeah, and the fact that it's skill specific, I mean, there's the reason why there's a longer list of some till thing is because of the older skill teams, for raids that were out there. So that kind of throws in some of the options if you're crafting to the point you're making it. If you don't have Spider Society up, that maybe some of those other setups can work for you. All right, so then we jump into the next one here, and then we have the villain section. So when we look at Dart's setup here, what is that? Since the Superior 6?
Superior? Yep. They're fucking awesome. So that should handle it. And if it doesn't, there's a secondary team down there that I just wanted to, put APOC on that list somewhere. It felt cheap not to.
Yeah, that's another kind of a lengthy list here as I pull up the whole villain. I mean, they didn't. I mean, they left it wide open.
Roster.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna find something. So that feels, again, without even looking at who you're matched up against and stuff, as far as the opponents on the field. I mean, this seems to be the easiest.
Most of your mythic roster is a villain.
Yeah.
Think of it in those terms.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna skip down next into the cosmic bio. And I think that's what that's what the last one is.
Again. Yeah, just a repeat. Yeah. No, that's a villain. Cosmic Bio. I'm going to use the same team again. I don't have 2 teams for Cosmic Bio. That you're going back up to the nowhere scroll team.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
I think that these teams will do both of the nodes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
I think
we're repeating
that. Yeah, each of those teams will do both of the nodes they're supposed to do. I don't think I'm going to have to switch out anything. And you may even be able to play it lazy, like especially with the villain node. Like if something goes wrong in the villain node, and you're not using one of the guys for your last one. As long as you got APOC and somebody else up, you can redo it. I think that part of it's gonna be easier. But so here's the counterpoint to that. I think those sections aren't going to be very fun for some people. I don't think that they're allowing the community to have as much fun with this trial as they did in the past because of the stargating. And you know how I am on fun. I think that sucks. As somebody that has enough to get for 5 stars, I think it's bullshit. I don't think that it's... Let's see a good way to put this. It was way more fun when somebody who hadn't purchased the characters could spend their resources on certain members of their roster and a certain amount of hours resetting nodes and doing things like that to accomplish a very high score in the trials before. that person is going to be hard capped at what they can try, and I don't like that because for just speaking for someone like Dell who's got a well built roster, just doesn't have those characters at 5 stars. What if difficulty 10 is stupid fucking easy? Then he's not going to have any fun. That doesn't like then it becomes pocket dimension again, and pocket dimension isn't any fun. Like that's my biggest worry with this, and it's also a selfish worry. What if where I have mine at 5 star, it's still not as much of a challenge? I really enjoyed that there were difficulties that I could try, and there was no way I could touch. It made for a more fun experience, and I'm afraid they might be stealing some of that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know yet, but it seems like a lot of the strategy has been taken away. And that's incredibly frustrating. And the same thing with the new raids that are coming. It seems they're taking away the agency that they said they wanted to give players, but now they're taking it away.
Yeah.
And like, who wants to? I mean, the question is, do we have to level up Emma? No one wants to level up Emma. She's a kid character.
I brought mine to 90.
Damn it. Could you wait, Darth? Can you wait?
No.
That's what I want to know, man.
You're lucky she's not 95 yet. I did wait on taking her to 95.
Yeah. I saw someone in our Lions League level her up drastically and put diamonds on her, and I was like,
No, I'm not doing that. No, I just level her up a little bit. Like that's just a little gold and a little gear. I've been more tempted to do my Loki, just because currently, right now, it will help if I were to use them in Crucible or help with the raids we're in right now. I don't know that it really matters, but like that would be the one that if I was going to pour gear and gold into, I would do Loki first, because at least there's somewhere else he's used. I use Emma, but I've had her at gear 15 until just recently.
Well, here's kind of overall snapshot, and the question I'm going to throw it to Dale. I mean, as you're looking into the Cabal, Out of Time, Emma, Loki, we know you got the stars on them too. But as far as the Cabal and Out of Time, where's your target? Like, where are you being hopeful towards those shards that are going to come out before the event that they go towards? Are you still building up on Cabal or Out of Time? Where are you looking at?
Honestly, there's nothing I can do. My Cabal's all level 100. I have a couple levels I can do out of time. Like, I haven't maxed that. My Cosmic Ghost Riders, where's yours?
Well, I guess what I meant is on the star level. Where's your stars? Where you need shards?
I'm 4 stars and all the new characters except for Black Knight. I don't buy character offers anymore, and I have been coring characters less.
Got it. 3, 4.
Especially, like I said, like Cosmic Ghost Rider and Starbrand were both very lackluster. So I was in no rush to get stars on them. Like I skipped both of theirs passes. And that was the other thing. They had made this announcement after the Iron Patriot pass was over. So a lot of people were pissed about that.
Damn it.
I mean, and that just cuts them out of money, because people would have bought that offer as, oh, he's going to be part of the new Legendary Raid. Let's get that pass.
I actually like Starnak.
You like Starnet?
I don't hate him as much. I've seen him do some stuff in replays, and I've watched him do some stuff against me once or twice. It's been like, you mother. It's one of those seconds, one of those things.
All right, so I have a question about that. What star were they at?
Probably 7.
Yeah.
Probably something ginormous. But like, just as overall, like I've seen him do some gross stuff.
Yeah, probably could put some T4s. That's why I brought up the screen, because I'm like, damn, well, am I going to put any T4s on these characters during the event? It's going to be my personal question. All right, well, I mean, I think we should kind of wind it off from this side of stuff. We kind of went through all the different mission teams there. This is the big hot topic as far as, who got these newer teams ready for it at the 5-star level. I guess the last things, lots of opinions, as you kind of think about the community, Darth. We would know what Dale's opinion, but I never threw it on you as far as how you feel about it all. I mean, do you feel like for your personal situation, or just thinking about, like, do you think this brings the game back down 10 levels because of how they changed the Scourge, or you kind of sympathize? I don't know how to even phrase it, but like, what's your opinion? I mean,
It's definitely a step back. It's not a step forward in the right direction. It definitely feels like a step back. But again, that's going to come around the place from what if the highest level that I can achieve because I didn't purchase these characters to max stars means that the trial is literally zero fun? What if the rest of my roster that's ready to do a higher difficulty doesn't even get to get used properly, and I don't even get to play because I'm stuck on this easier level because of my yellow stars on the character? And if that's the case, it literally just makes it a long ass way to unlock a character exactly like it was before. Instead of doing it in a node, you got to do it in fucking 10 nodes and do a whole trial. And even at that point, it ain't going to be no fun if you're just walking over it. So without actually seeing it yet and knowing how difficult things are, I can't form a real opinion. But those are definitely my fears, is that they've stripped the fun from it because you can't compete beyond your wallet. And that was the best thing about these, is the guys were far out competing their wallet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well said. I mean, that's going to be the interesting question right there as we get through it and start playing it live. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but I mean, like, I'm trying to think of a more spin of a positive way, and there really isn't to that I can
Really?
try
No,
to
I
dig
mean,
up. Yeah, I
I mean,
can't.
that's the thing. Like, there's people who took positive takes, but there's like, there, it's step back. There's no way. I mean, like, the only thing I could see possibly it would be, I mean, maybe it's gonna be more fun. I hope it's fun. And the thing that I think is insanely highly unlikely is if they make these characters farmable before the event. But that's,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening because we still have to do the no, not the X-Men. There's another team before either of these teams, symbiotes,
Half my idea.
to come out to farmable. So it means we're like 3 teams away from getting all these characters farmable. And I just don't see that happening before this event.
Yeah, it's not, and I guess where I'm coming from, I guess where I'm stretching, I'm doing, go gadget stretch. But what I'm looking at is like, well, on the flip side, technically, there's gonna be a legendary unlock in the past. Like, I know we're going past, right? And we moved away from that, but again, if you play long enough, you realize that the first legendary events, some of the times you weren't able to unlock them till the second run. So I kind of look
Mm-hmm.
at it like, okay, on the first lock, I mean, you should be able to there if you've been playing and have those older rosters kind of build up for the M and Loki and so forth. The second thing off of it really kind of goes into that point about how often this is going to be rerun. Have you, any of you guys heard as far as theories or questions on, like, or thinking about
No,
in the
someone
past?
brought it up.
Yeah.
So when someone brought it up, what if it's like Omega Red when Omega Red first came out? He doesn't come out and doesn't come back for 6 months.
But that's going to be my question. Is that what happened on the Scourges? How long ago separated were the Scourges, though?
Scourges were
Feels like
about
3 months.
About
3
3?
months, yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. Maybe it'll shorten it a little bit in regards to all of that. I don't know, because I mean, because now this is the new 2024, right? And I think they have a little quick runtime on the other Scourges from the past, for those that are still trying to lock it for the new players. And that's going to be the question then. It's like the rotation of it all, for those that didn't have the team built up for that first run. When are they going to rerun it? And again, that's where I'm trying to kind of spin some positive side of it. So if they shorten that window of it all and we can get quicker access to Old Man Logan at the, at the respectable levels when you're going in Scourge or War, I mean, Crucible and War and stuff like that, it's only time will tell. But we'll see. So that's the preparations there that Darth has been throwing out there, sharing with the community. Again, appreciate you doing that, Darth. It made it kind of easy to kind of look and dive deep into, specific teams. I think that's a good setup that you have there. So if anyone interested on screenshotting that, there it is. That's what he has it all set up. No, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be
It's all
Dell.
very common sense.
They're gonna be Dell.
They're going to be like Dell. I don't got a fucking diamond on my zombie Iron Man. This guy's out of his mind.
Yeah. Or wait for the other content, guys. I'm sure there's stuff already out there floating around. But
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah,
But I mean, those are. But think about it. There wasn't much other choices. You're going to definitely take Nova and Super Scroll and probably Void Knight in that other section. And you saw there's not much other hero skill that's worth a damn.
here's what I'll close it
So
though. You're right, but this is what I think you hit it within your overview as you're talking it. These are future. Some of these are future teams when you look at your Undying. So I don't think this is a waste as far as building them up if you want to do that. You know, Scroll and APOC are already there. Look at that Crucible team with the Superior Six, and then you got your raid. So I look at the roster differently in regards to like this is something that I would feel comfortable giving a new person that needs to build up that hey, this is kind of it's not a waste. The only one that you probably, I mean, again, the villain ones, this cosmic one, I forgot how they labeled it. I mean, that's a little bit different,
Cosmic
but
Bio.
cosmic bio, yeah. But again, Scroll, I mean, he's probably going to carry it. We don't know. Anyway, my point is, I like the planning behind it because it is kind of future. It's not like you went up some other weird aspect of some older tunes that you threw in there just because you like them, kind of thing. But anyways, I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth on a lot of things because, and again, that kind of takes out the fun in theory, right? Some people need that theory crafting and so forth. But so then, y'all take it easy. You know, do what you want on y'all's roster. Get ready for it. 3 weeks is the timeline off of it, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it more in the next coming days. So stay tuned for that. And y'all enjoy the rest of your week. All right, bye bye.